Hey guys, we are at America's Most Wanted 4x4 in Burton, Michigan. Now, this is their new facility, and it's a grand opening today. They're having Jeeps and Java, which is their little cars and coffee event. So I'm going to show you that, and then we're going to take a little tour inside the facility. So let's take a walk around real quick. We'll show you what's out in the parking lot here. There's some really cool stuff. A lot of HEMI powered conversion Jeeps, because obviously America's Most Wanted 4x4 is known for that. But you can see here, this one's got a Magnuson supercharger. It's a 392 powered one. More of a street model because it's got the bigger rims. But there's a lot of cool stuff here. So it's not just like HEMI powered Jeeps that are here. There's this thing right here that is really cool. An old CJ3 with a machine gun mounted on the back. So this is really cool. But you can see there's tons of different Gladiators and Wranglers and even Cherokee XJs that are here. Some people showed up with their actual like Corvairs, and there's a Dodge Viper that showed up. But there's a lot of stuff here. So they're doing a cars and coffee event in the parking lot, and then at noon they're going to actually have the grand opening ribbon cutting. So you can see that this is one of their conversions. This is a 392 HEMI put into a Gladiator pickup, and again, they go all out on these trucks. So they have all these different kind of packages. They do all these turnkey key packages. So you can do an 8-lug conversion, and they even do like just the Mopar suspension lifts as well. But you can see all the way down, there's quite a few. But let's take a look inside, because this new place is absolutely gorgeous inside. And Jared spent he's kind of like John Hammond. He spares no expense when it comes to entertaining his customers. So wait till you guys see the inside of this building. Of course, outside, here's a brand new HELLCAT powered Gladiator. And this one has the 8-lug package, Falcon adjustable suspension, the Bob bed, so it's got better departure angles, spare tire mounted carrier, massive Nitto Trail Grappler tires. Let's take a walk inside though real quick. So again, not showing off the actual facility just yet. This is one of the elephant-powered Gladiators that they built. So you see that AMW 1025, that tells you it's a elephant one. But it's a Demon 170 elephant. So it's not the first elephant engine, it's not the 426 one, but a 6.2 Demon 171. Burton, Michigan is where this facility's at. It's in Burton, Michigan, over by Flint, Michigan. They just moved here a few months ago. They've been working on this facility for quite a while. He's got pool tables upstairs. He's got tons of stuff. And wait till you see with some of the cars he has on display. Not everything's Jeeps. So now, believe it or not, they sell more Mopar crate engines than anybody. So you'll see a ton of Mopar crates with their branding on them. They have merchandise here now. A really cool bar set up. And then they now have a catalog. So now you can go through and see all the different Gen 3 HEMI swaps that they do. They'll do TJs, they do JKs, they do JLs and JTs, of course. But you can see they'll do a number of swaps depending on what kind of Jeep you have. And if you don't have a Jeep, they will do turnkey builds. 392s. Their own 426 HEMI build. HELLCAT swaps. Demon swaps. Demon 170s. Suspension changes. So you can see they do a little bit of everything. And now they have a vast network of dealers across the US as well. But you can see Mopar actually brands the crates with their stuff. So I love the old Chrysler Marine sign that he hung up. That's awesome. This is a two-door one they have over here with a cat. So they got quite a few Jeeps over here on display. Go through and we'll walk through and see the other ones. Again, they're not going to do the grand opening until noon, but I figured I'd walk you guys through and show you the little actual entranceway and stuff and some of the Jeeps they have on display.
Yeah, this is amazing. Hey, thanks again.
I love what he did with the crates. He actually made tables out of them with all the pictures of the different things they've done. And then you can see out there, we haven't got a chance to go out there yet, but there is some of their swaps. There's a couple Demon 170s, a Viper Snakeskin Edition from 2017, and some of their newest builds. So here is a 6.2 liter Demon engine. This is what they use in their 840 package. This is how it looks when it comes out of the crate. And you can see he's got a couple Demon 170s out there. He has a HELLCAT engine on display. Still in the crate, and when it comes in the crate, look at it, it's mounted with their actual branding. So there's kind of things everywhere right now because they're having a grand opening today. Well, these guys HEMI swapped Gladiators and Wranglers on the planet. This is an all blacked out AMW 707 build. This one's got Fox shocks on it. And if you're curious, this one's already sold. It's got a roof rack on it, tonneau cover. They'll build them exactly how you want them. Look at even the exhaust is wrapped. It's the little details in these builds, because like even the AMW 707 logo is in the stripes. This one actually has a rear tire carrier, which is really cool. Jerry cans, off-road lights for backup. It's actually got a swing gate on it. So very cool there. This is another Demon 170 swap. This one is a Wrangler. Massive 40-inch tires on this thing. Falcon adjustable suspension. KC off-road lights. And here's one with the HELLTRAX actual track system. So this is a HELLCAT powered one, a 707 build. Sorry, man. I'll get out of your way. So, but you see, this is a HELLCAT system, and then it's actually been showcased quite a few times on social media. Some of their different builds with the HELLCAT system. This, with the track system, $165,000. That doesn't include the tracks. So the truck itself is $165,000. Considering how much a Wrangler Rubicon 392 cost, that's not bad. A Wrangler Rubicon 392 Final Edition was just about $105,000. And you're getting a Gladiator that's custom built. You can tell this one doesn't have the bob bed on it, but it does have the HELLCAT swap and the Falcon suspension. Now this package here, this 717 package, is a little different. This is one of their cheaper builds. Basically what this used to be a Rubicon, and now it's been converted into a HELLCAT powered Gladiator, but it has a Mopar suspension on it from Bilstein. So that's where it saves a little bit of money. You're basically not getting the 8-lug version, but you are getting a full Mopar 2.5-inch lift. You're getting 37-inch tires instead of 40s. Still HELLCAT swapped. Still has the little details in the logo. And this one's $133,000. But you can see all the different things it has. And then options, you know, it says price to be determined. This is the optional equipment it has. It has a bob bed, the bumper and recovery package, interior touches, power step and rock guards. So, but they do warranty all their stuff. So you can see the bob bed, it's shorter for better departure angles. This one's got a nice hard tonneau cover on it. It looks nice in that juice color. So, but yeah, they have a couple more. This is just one of their 392 builds here. And it's actually right-hand drive. So probably for an export, it's probably sold already. It's HELLCAT swapped. So a lot of cool stuff here. If you ever get a chance to come out to Burton, Michigan, this is definitely a place to come hang out. And again, later we're going to be having a tour of the actual facility. They just haven't been doing the ribbon cutting yet. There's only a few select people that have been available or able to go back there just right now, and those are customers. So yeah, so on that, the 717, yes, it does have, I believe, the stock axles on it, but with the 8-lug package, they have 8-lug axles. So like you can come over here, this one has an 8-lug package. The 8 lugs usually have the 40-inch tires, but that has 8 lugs on it. So I believe it has, let me see here. See, it says AMW builds, like they have their own custom axles built, but I believe they're Dana 60s. You can see everything's fabricated for them. So it's not like you're not just buying like some aftermarket company's stuff bolted on. They do all their own custom stuff. Like even their fenders, their shorty fenders, have the LEDs built into them. So you're not just buying stuff that's thrown together. They custom engineer all these vehicles. So again, They sell more Mopar crate motors than anybody. It's like, here's a HELLCAT, and you can see even the stands are custom cut out. So that's a HELLCAT, and then here's a Demon motor. Yes. Is there only one? Well, they do custom builds. They'll do custom colors, and they do a little bit of everything. But they will build some of the same models. But if you want custom, they will do custom. So like, they'll do graphics on them, pretty much everything. It all depends. You can have a custom one if you want, because there's so many different accessories. You're talking about that? AMW to 1025. That is the Demon 170 HELLCAT motor. So this has a C170 HELLCAT engine in it.
You know, most of us there are good about it.
So, if you're asking about HELLCAT engines, there it is. And if you're curious how much this one is, it's already been sold. So, they have, if you go online to amw4x4.com, you can actually see all their pricing. They actually have turnkey packages available. So, like, we'll go over here. I'll just show you real quick their catalog. So they have, again, there's a couple different things you can do with their packages. If you have a Jeep, Wrangler, Gladiator, you can actually do a powertrain swap. So do a powertrain swap in them. Or if you don't have one and you just want them to build you one, they will build you a turnkey vehicle. So let's look at their catalog real quick. This is their newest catalog. Gen 3 HEMI swaps. And again, here's the vehicles that they do. So they will do a TJ from 1997 to 2006. And in the TJ, you can get a 425 cubic inch HEMI. So basically it's a 345, so it's a 5.7 liter with the 8-speed 75 transmission conversion. They will do a 392 conversion in a TJ. They will also do their version of a 426. So they call it the 606, but it's 426 cubic inch. So basically it's a 392 bored out. Again, all of them with 8-speed automatics. They do JK conversions. So you can see a 345, a few 392s. So they'll actually do one with a 5-speed, and then they do one with an 8-speed as well. And if you look here, they actually make one with a manual transmission with a 392 for the JK. They have also their 426, and they do that with a manual transmission as well. Here's more JKs. Pretty much the same lineup, but you know, because this one had the 3.8. Excuse me. This had the 3.8, and this one had the Pentastar. So you see there's a couple more things in here. JL and JTs. So obviously Gladiator, Wrangler, the newest models. They do a 425, which is the 5.7. They do a 505, which is a 392 package. They do their own 426, which is their 606. They do a 707, which is the HELLCAT, 840, which is the Demon, and then 1025, which is the Demon 170. Now, originally they did the original HELLCATs, the 426 cubic inch ones, but the thing was at that time they actually bought most of the crate engines because Mopar only built like just over 50 of them. And Jared and his team actually did most of those for Jeep conversions. But you can see like all the options, and then it breaks it down into price. So yeah, if you're looking at these vehicles, yeah, they're expensive. But when you consider how much a Wrangler Rubicon 392 cost, like $100,000, you can pay 30 grand and have something custom, 30 grand more and have something custom built. So this is their 425 package. This is a 5.7 liter HEMI, and it's got 425 horsepower, so it's been programmed. So instead of having like 390 or 370, it's got 426. It still has 410 pound-feet of torque. the same that's in the Ram 1500. But yeah, basically it's their version of it. You can see here's one in a Wrangler here. And that package right here, if you're looking at a conversion, it starts at $32,000. And that's not just the engine, that's the install included. So they have a custom harnesses and everything that they do to basically put that in your vehicle. So that is ready to go at $32,000 in your Jeep. This is their 392 conversion. If you look here, you know, basically they reprogram the engines so they have a little more horsepower. So like a 392 usually has 475, 485 horsepower. So this one has 505, but still has 475 pound-feet of torque. And again, having it fully installed into your Jeep is $37,995 starting. And that's them doing it, and it's all warranty back too. This is their 426 motor. So this is a 392 that's been upgraded. So you can see here, 426 stroked cylinder or crate engine. Basically, it has 606 horsepower, 609 pound-feet of torque. So it still uses the Apache cylinder heads. And then it's mated to an 8-speed HP 75 transmission, which is the same 8-speed HP transmission that's in the 5.7-liter HEMI Ram 1500, as well as the Hurricane trucks. So you can see here. But this is their custom engine that they do. And again, that one's $51,000, but that's installed included. And not only, I'm going to say something. You think like that's a lot of money. You think how much a crate engine costs. They install it. They do all the wiring harnesses, do all what needs to be modified to have it in there. But it also includes your 8-speed automatic transmission. HELLCAT. You can see the HELLCAT's almost 15. It's about 60 grand. But again, that's install included, and you get the heavy-duty Mopar automatic transmission. So their HELLCAT motors still have the 707 horsepower rating, 650 pound-feet of torque. Demon crate engine. So this is the Red Eye engine or Demon engine. However, these have been modded. So basically, they run on pump fuel or actual premium fuel, but you can run them on race fuel too. But they have been programmed so they don't have to have necessarily the race fuel in them. So they still make 840 horsepower, 770 pound-feet of torque. And this one will set you back $73,000, but that's install, and you get the same 8-speed automatic transmission that is in the Trackhawk. So that's the HP 95. So basically that's the same one that's in the 2018 Demon 170, and the same transmission that's in the Demon 170, the 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon and the 2023 Challenger SRT Demon 170, as well as the Trackhawk and Durango. So then they have their AMW 1025 package. Now originally these were the 426 Elephant engines, but this is actually the Demon 170 engine. You see that yellow block there? So this will cost you $100,000, and that is installed. And again, you get the Trackhawk transmission. It's rated at 1,025 horsepower, 945 pound-feet of torque, runs on E85. And you can see some of their builds here. They have different suspension kits you can get. They got long arm suspensions, short arms. There's JT ones. Here's their 8-lug chassis. So some of the vehicles have 8-lug chassis and some of them don't. The newer ones that they're building, they build with Mopar performance kits, like the 2-inch lift and all that. So they still have a factory warranty because they use Mopar parts, but they save a lot of money. So basically, you can buy one of the Mopar suspension ones that has Bilstein shocks and all that stuff instead of these heavy-duty Falcon shocks and that. And you will save a ton of money on these things. But you can see they have their own 8-piston calipers. HEMI-tuned coilover suspension, that's their suspension. Again, 8-lug axles. Some of them have Fox shocks, some of them have Falcon shocks, the upgraded Falcon adjustable shocks. Wrapped exhaust systems. Trackhawk transmission, the 8 HP 95. This one's got the actual Demon engine in it, so the 840. Comes with a Warren winch. You just see. So they do everything, and they have dealers all over the place. So even though they're built here in Michigan, they do have dealers. And the best thing is, one of our buddies up here right here in Canada actually does the builds for Canada. So now they're spreading out to Canada. So if you live in Canada, you can actually order one of these vehicles there. So you can go on their website and go through the whole catalog. They actually do have a lot of stuff. They also have turnkey packages available on their website. Again, their turnkey packages, they do offer a bunch of turnkey packages. So basically, if you don't have a Gladiator or Wrangler, you can order one specifically from them. So basically what they do is, just depends. A lot of times they modify, like if it's a Gladiator, it'll usually be a Mojave or a Rubicon. If it's a Wrangler, it's usually a Rubicon. And what they'll do is they'll go buy one from a dealer and they'll start ripping it apart and modding it. So again, it just depends on how much you're willing to spend and what what you want for them to build. They'll build pretty much anything. So you can see here, these are the turnkey packages. So they have a 5.7 liter, a 6.4, their own version of the 392 that's been stroked, a HELLCAT, the Demon, and then Demon 170 packages. But you can go on their website and they update it all the time. They have quite a few builds on there, and they even have some used ones on there. So if you're looking at something used, you can. They have, what they do is their own custom badging. You can see here. So you can put different badging. You can do different brake caliper colors. You can do different wheels, tires. They do their own custom headlight branding, gauge cluster branding, carbon fiber flat bottom and flat top steering wheels. So basically, these vehicles can be a la carte, however you want. And then again, powertrain swaps. So you can see, they do a little bit of everything, man. And they all come with a warranty too. That's really cool. So each one of these have a 2-year, 24,000-mile parts warranty and a 1-year labor warranty when installed here at AMW 4x4. So very cool. But let's go take a look at a couple more of these Wranglers real quick. There's a really cool 2-door one over here. This is a 2-door model that is HELLCAT swapped. And I like it because it has these chrome wheels on it. It just looks really good. So it has 40-inch trail grappler nettos on it. And like I said before, all this is custom. Like, they build all their own stuff. So you'll see their branding on pretty much everything on this thing because it's all built to their specs. These are all engineered to their specifications. So this one's 140. Hasn't been sold yet. But you can see
That's all right.
again, their shop here is absolutely gorgeous. So, but yeah, they have a Cars and Coffee event today. They got this stuff going on. Jared and his team here do excellent work. The first time I ever met Jared and his team, I was out at their old shop, their first shop, at 3 in the morning. It was right when the Gladiator came out. And I went out there at 3 in the morning, and they were the first ones to take a Gladiator and cut it in half. And they put a HELLCAT engine in it for what was it? I think it was Dynatrack. It was their Codex program. But it was 3 in the morning, and they had 3 days to do it. And they completely cut up a Gladiator, cut it in half, made it into a regular cab pickup. It was the very first one ever done.
Oh, thank you. Oh, my bad.
So like this one has KC lights that are customized. So it all depends on what you want to build. This one's already sold. Yeah, look at these. These are 42s in this one. Usually they put 40s. These are 42s. That's some massive rubber right there. So, anyway, guys, check out amw4x4.com. And then I'm going to be doing an article on this stuff tomorrow on Mopar Insiders as well. So stay tuned for that. But thanks for joining. Make sure to leave comments down below if you, which one of these Gladiator and Wrangler builds that you like. What engines do you like? What do you think about all this stuff? So I will see you guys later.